Good Lord.
Let me just see one more thing.
Marko, ti prati onda psa ovdje kad Dijana, znači prati psa kad ti Dijana ovdje, prati ga, Dijana ti na ulaz.
Okay, so we are in the Best in Show, and I have a great pleasure to introduce you once again #1 person of the dog world and one of the most famous persons of the world of dogs worldwide today. Mr. Andrew Brace is together with me to help me to comment Best in Show.
You're too kind, Davor. I think that's a slight exaggeration.
It's just realistic opinion. So, we have 10 winners of 10 groups, and the judge, Mrs.
Mary Hamill. She's come from Ireland.
From Ireland.
She was born into a famous terrier family. Started off in terriers, then she went into poodles and bichon frise. So she's got experience in a number of different groups, and I think this is actually the first time she's ever judged in Croatia.
Yeah. So, dakle, gospođa Hamill dolazi iz Irske, imala je iskustvo sa različitim pasminama i koliko znamo, ovo je prvi puta da sudi u Hrvatskoj. Pred njom izlazi 10 pasa, there are 10 group winners, and she will carefully evaluate each of them.
Marko, ti kreni se prema prvome, lagano. Tako, Dijana, ti si.
So Mrs. Hamill welcomes each and every handler and a dog into the big ring. Gospođa Hamill se pozdravlja sa svakim vodičem i polako ćemo krenuti sa izborom najljepšeg psa izložbe. Dakle, za početak jedan zajednički krug. For a beginning, one big round all together to evaluate side movement of all of those dogs. So the winner of the group 1, Border Collie, Borderline Country O'Connor.
Kreni sad prema prvome sve. Dijana, ti budi spremna? Idemo, Dijana.
Yeah, I actually judged the Border Collies today, so it was an interesting entry with quite a variety of type, but I like this dog, the way he handles himself on the move, covers the ground well. You don't need to ask whether it's a dog or a bitch. A sound dog in beautiful condition and very confident.
Okay. So, dakle, gospodin Brace je danas imao priliku suditi Border Collie i smatra da su bili vrlo različiti u tipu. Ovaj pas je dominirao. Kaže, nema kod njega upitnika da li se radi o mužjaku ili ženski, dakle jasno definiran spol, jedan vrlo lijepi pas za kojeg vjeruje da ima dobre šanse za dalje. Winner of Group 2, Giant Schnauzer.
Yeah, and the Giant Schnauzers come from Russia. Russia has made tremendous strides in pedigree dogs in the last few decades, and one of the breeds that they've become really well known for is Giant Schnauzers.
Dakle, veliki crni šnaucer dolazi iz Rusije i gospodin Brejs smatra da u zadnjih nekoliko desetaka godine su Rusi napravili ogroman korak naprijed u uzgoju kvalitetnih pasa, a jedna od pasmina u kojoj su najviše napredovali je svakako su veliki crni šnauceri.
I was talking to my Portuguese friend who judged this group earlier on. He was saying this was one of the best giant schnauzer heads that he'd ever seen.
Dakle, sudac koji je sudio drugu grupu, a to je bio gospodin Pokaš iz Portugala, smatra da je ovo jedan od najboljih velikih crnih šnaucera koje je ikad sudio. And on the table is Cairn Terrier.
Cairn Terrier from Israel.
Yes, from Israel.
How many dogs are here from Israel, for heaven's sake?
Probably one or two.
One or two. Well, one's been very lucky.
Yeah.
And this dog doesn't even have a kennel name. He's just called Happy.
Yeah, and he looks
he's certainly
happy.
very happy today. But I've just looked up the breeding in the catalogue, and he's actually out of a bitch bred at the Jojo kennel in Sweden. Very, very successful kennel of Cairn Terriers, breeding really typey little dogs.
Dakle, ovaj pas dolazi iz Izraela i svi smo malo začuđeni, međutim rekli smo da su iz 29 zemalja su psi ovdje došli i ono što je zaista fenomenalno i fascinantno da pas uopće nema naziv psetarne, on se jednostavno zove Happy. Kad se pogleda u njegov rodovnik, on potiče od vrhunskih švedskih pasa. So we have on the table right now Dachshund, Pupetta del Van Helsing.
Yeah, and this is one bred in Italy. Of course, with FCI, you actually have 9 varieties. You have 3 sizes and 3 coats. In the UK, where I come from, we only have 6. We have 2 sizes and 3 coats.
Yeah.
So you have a separate Dachshund group in FCI countries.
Dakle, ovo je jazavčar, u FC-u imamo 9 vrsta jazavčara, u 3 veličine i 3 kvalitete dlake, u Engleskoj postoje samo 2. Ovo je pas uzgojen u Italiji.
And of course, this is the smallest of the 3 sizes, the Canincian, the little rabbit dog, and a wire. And this particular coat and size, there have been some really great ones coming out of Italy in recent years.
Dakle, ovo je pas koji je najmanji, dakle, jazavčar kuničar, i u ovoj boji sa oštrom dlakom su u principu vrlo kvalitetni psi posljednjih godina dolaze iz Italije. And now one very impressive SAMOYED, CABAKA'S Bobbie of Stormcat.
Yeah, I know this dog.
Is that the Danish breeding?
Bred in Denmark by a very, very famous kennel, living in Italy, and I actually watched this dog win Best in Show at Nice earlier in the year, where the Best in Show judge was Laurent Pichard. And he's a very handsome Samoyed, and these girls in Denmark seem to have dogs winning all over the world.
Dakle, imamo jednog Samoyeda uvezenog u Italiju iz vrlo famozne danske psetarne, koji pobjeđuje po izložbama širom Europe. Gospodin Brejs ga je nedavno gledao kada je osvojio Best in Show na izložbi u Nici. And finally, one Croatian dog in the ring, and exactly. Croatian breed.
Exactly. Now, was there any nepotism going on here, Davor? A Dalmatian winning in Dalmatia. No, the famous spotted dog, for which you're well known, your national emblem.
Absolutely.
So extremely appropriate, I think, that you had a Dalmatian topping this group today.
Yeah. And this is Dalmino Woodovision, actual European champion just for a few months ago from Romania, and a vice world champion for this year from Salzburg,
so
Austria.
He's certainly been flying the flag for Croatia.
And by the way, he was the #1 dog, all breeds, last year
really?
In Croatia.
Okay, well, he's endorsed his position today.
Yeah, I think so. And now we have in the ring one very interesting English pointer, young dog.
A young dog bred in Belgium, just looked up the breeding. His sire was actually a son of the bitch that I made Best in Show at the American Pointer National in 2007, out of 386 pointers.
Unbelievable.
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 And this is a grandchild.
This is a grandson,
Seems to be a little bit overawed at the moment. maybe not used to so much music in Belgium.
Yeah. And another interesting thing about this dog, he was bred in Belgium,
Yeah.
but he was bred by a Croatian lady in Belgium.
Ah, interesting, interesting.
So Kristina Pilatuš is a breeder of this dog, and she got married in Belgium because she felt in love over the dogs. So and she went to live to Belgium.
You Croatians get everywhere.
What can we do? Okay, and basically now in the ring we have a flat-coated retriever, your winner.
My group winner, and since I've given the dog the group, I've managed to get to a catalogue and discovered that the dog's actually bred in Sweden by the Almanza Kennel.
Famous kennel.
Absolutely. I mean, they have dogs winning all over the world and have a very fixed type of dog. And when I discovered where it was bred, I wasn't too surprised that I'd like the dog.
Yeah. Dakle, trenutno imamo u ringu flat-coated retrievera uzgojenog u vrhunskoj, famoznoj švedskoj uzgajivačnici Almanza. Gospodin Brace je sudio grupu i samo da se kratko vratimo na pointera, jednog pointera uzgojenog u Belgiji, ali uzgojenog u Belgiji od Zagrebčanke koja se zbog ljubavi preko pasa udala u Belgiju i uzgaja vrhunske pointere. Ovaj pointer koji je dobio grupu 7 je unuk od psa kojim je gospodin Brace dao američku nacionalnu specijalku prije nekoliko godina. Group 9, recent import to Croatia, #1 dog in Finland, all breeds.
Another Scandinavian dog, yeah. The Scandinavians, you know, have a great thriving dog scene. This dog was bred in the Xiksua kennel. This kennel is owned by a guy called Juha Kares, who's probably been one of the most successful breeders of a variety of breeds in Finland. He's bred wonderful Irish setters, he's bred top-winning Lövchens. He's also bred a raft of champions in this breed, the Lhasa Apso. So this one now presumably is living in Croatia, is it?
Yes, exactly. He just came recently.
Okay.
Dakle, imamo Lhasa Apso, o kojem smo već nešto kratko rekli. Lhasa Apso je bio prošle godine broj 1 svih pasmina u Finskoj. Nedavno je došao u Hrvatsku iz vrhunske psetarne Xiksua, koja uzgaja i irske setere i levšene. Dakle, još jedan skandinavski pas, vrhunske kvalitete. So Lhasa Apso in the move. And the last one, the last finalist from group 10, Afghan Hound from Italy.
Yeah, he's living in Italy. Apparently he's bred, I think, either in Slovenia or Slovakia.
I guess Slovakia.
Okay. Interestingly, yesterday I judged a Sighthound specialty here, and this dog was my best of breed Afghan hound, and #2 best in show behind a very lovely Whippet bitch who also lived in Italy. And the thing I loved about this dog, he's a high station dog, and when you look at him head on, he has the most incredible head and expression and that real look of eagles.
Dakle, ovo je pas koji je jučer dobio BOB na specijalki koji je sudio gospodin Brace. Pas živi u Italiji, uvezen je iz Slovačke. He is basically Italian import from famous Slovakian kennel Gandamak.
Ah, that's okay,
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Prekrasna glava i specijalno što se gospodinu Braceu na tom su sviđalo je odličan izraz, expression, kako je rekao, eagle look.
Yeah, the look of eagles.
Yeah.
He's a handsome dog.
Yeah.
He reminded me very much of the grandeur dogs from the United States.
Yeah, dakle, gospodina Bracea ovaj pas podsjeća na grandeur dogs, dakle, jednu famoznu američku psetarnu, maybe a little bit of twist of grandeur.
Maybe, absolutely, yeah.
Which was one of the most famous Afghan hounds of all times in the States.
Certainly was, yeah. You know, expression is very important in so many breeds. When you look into their face, they have to look like their breed and instantly convey, I am what I am this breed. And that Afghan certainly did it for me yesterday.
Okay, so we have now I think we are close to the final decision.
Yeah. Marie, I have no idea what she's likely to do. Let's have a look what we've got in there. Of course, she judged the Samoyeds in the breed today, so she obviously must really rate this Samoyed.
Yeah.
And I think she judged the Cairn yesterday and gave that best to breed, so that's another one that she's having a second look at.
But that is one thing, is that we really like to have a judge judging in Croatia for a first time. Then we really don't know what...
Unknown quantity. It's anybody's guess.
Yeah.
I have no idea where she's going to go.
Yeah.
Some dogs have been performing a little bit better than others. And you know, Davor, at this level of competition, performance comes into it. You know, it's the dog that doesn't put a foot wrong, the dog that's out there, the dog that's actually asking to win.
Yeah. Because absolutely, we are now in the final of the finals, and now everything counts. Dakle, mi smo sada u samom finalu, ovo su sada vrhunski psi, ovdje se radi zaista o detaljima. Gospođa HAMILL nije nikada do sada sudila u Hrvatskoj. Mi volimo kad dođu suci koji prije nisu sudili, iskusni, kvalitetni, jer naprosto ne znamo i neizvjesnost je potpuna. No.
She's off to the rostrum, she's made her mind up, obviously.
Yeah. So we have decision, somebody knows the decision. We don't know who's going to win here.
We have no idea. Telepathy is not one of my skills, unfortunately.
Yeah. So the dogs will now, all the dogs will leave the main ring, they will go to the pre-ring, and then only 3 winners will come back.
So you're building up the suspense.
Yeah. Dakle, svi psi će sada izaći van i nakon toga ćemo pozvati pobjednike, prva 3 psa natrag na proglašenje pobjednika. And while we are waiting, just one more thing to tell you, that this year is 80 years since we had the first international dog show in Croatia.
Really?
And 80 years ago, the entry was 100.
Isn't that incredible?
Absolutely unbelievable.
I mean, your country has made such tremendous strides with the kinology over the last few decades. And when you speak to the judges here today, who have come from a variety of different countries, they all comment on the very slick organization, things happen on time. I'm sure 80 years ago it was a little bit more relaxed.
and 80 years ago there was no live streaming.
Absolutely not. And 80 years ago I wasn't even a twinkle in my mother's eye, I'm pleased to say.
Yeah.
We will rock you.
Yeah, so let's rock.
So, I wonder, you've got 10 very nervous people out there.
3rd place, Afghan Hound, 3rd place.
This is number 3, the Afghan. I had a feeling he'd get in the 3. That's the Afghan from Italy. Yeah. Bred in...
Gandamak, Slovakia.
Bred in Slovakia.
And the reserve best in show?
The giant Schnauzer from Russia. So we've got 2 black dogs.
2 black dogs.
Are we going to get a 3rd black one, I wonder? And you know, black dogs are the photographer's nightmare.
So, the best in show dog is?
It's a SAMOYED.
SAMOYED.
It's a black and white final. The SAMOYED, bred in Denmark, living in Italy. So you've got 2 dogs out there that have traveled from Italy. And the photographers would be so thrilled they haven't got 3 black dogs to photograph. They go crazy when they get black dogs.
2 black, 1 white. Wonderful best in show.
Absolutely, a black and white final.
Black
I wish we should open a bottle of black and white scotch to celebrate.
Okay, so thank you very much.
My pleasure.
See you again tomorrow.
Okay, Davor. Take care.
Dakle, još jednom imamo 2 crna psa, 1 bijelog psa, vrhunski best in show. Nadam se da ste uživali. Vidimo se i sutra. So I hope that you enjoyed our live streaming. Please forgive us if something was wrong. We were a little bit late. We'll try to be better tomorrow. That was the first time that we did a live streaming from Croatian Dog Show, and hope that we will do that more frequently. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for tomorrow. Okay.
Ljepotu tvoju što probudi ljubav. da